Come in. Come in. Hey, you. You need to, oh God. Oh God. Look at my hair. Oh God. I wanted to try something different. I don't know. I don't think I'm feeling it. I swear I have OCD. Um, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Hello, Don. Hey, everybody. It is Perez, that dude, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I go live here on YouTube every weekday, rain or shine, earthquake, tsunami, whatever, at this same exact time, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. We do pop culture here. That means hot topics with whatever culture is talking about. Pop culture, whatever's popular, not just celebrity topics, but what's trending, what has gotten people talking. So that's what we're doing today and every day. It's usually celebrity heavy, but not always. And don't you worry, we will be talking about more than just Charlie. God, the CH always gets me. We will be talking about more than just Charlie Kirk today. And I'm going to end today's stream later with some good news. Ish. Mostly. But first, if you can, please consider becoming a member of my channel. My views have plummeted. But yesterday I posted a lot, so that's good. But today this is my first video today. Hey! If you can, please become a member. Your support that way would mean so much. Plus, you get a badge like Terry has, and Mary, and Janet, and Dawn, and who else? Dee, and Anna Marie. They're all members, I can tell, but because of their little badge. And not only do you support and get a badge, but if you become a member, you also get to chat live with me during all of my Hot Topics shows at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. So I am about to switch this to member-only mode. Hey, Rebecca. But everybody can continue watching. Please do. And as soon as the live stream is over, everybody can comment then, okay? Before we get to Charlie, well, let me think about this. Let's talk about Charlie Kirk first, because that's heavy, and then we'll talk about other things afterwards. Okay. First, how do I want to start this? You know me. I am crazy. I'm crazy. That's why I do things that maybe I would not advise other people to do, but I do them anyways because I'm crazy. And as the years, oh, welcome, Susan. Thank you for the support. As the years have gone on, I have both become more certain that I belong in the middle, because I don't like the left or the right. I don't really feel like I belong either of those two places. So I feel more comfortable in the middle. I feel more at home in the middle. I feel more understood and seen in the middle. And also, how do I want to say this? Even though neither side speaks to me, I think I've also, with age, I wouldn't say mellowed out, but I care less. I'm not bothered by either side as much. Or you could also describe it as I've become more tolerant. Like, I can admit, I was a pretty intolerant person when I was younger. I don't know if I would describe myself as an independent, Mary. I don't like that word. I like the word centrist. I like the word realist. I wish we had multiple parties to choose from. And there's something that I would probably advise others to do, but that I'm not listening to that advice, which is don't even talk about politics. Like if my kids want to be influencers or entertainers or even to their friends, like I probably would advise them to not talk about politics. Like, why? Especially with how it's evolved over the last 20 years. Like, it's really become showbiz. Politics is just another form of entertainment. And that sucks because it used to be about getting things for us all. But even before Donald Trump, Fox News forever changed the world of politics. Politics is now not even that far removed from Hollywood. And it sucks because the showbizification of politics has resulted in a world where politicians care more. It seems to me, this is my opinion, okay? You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. Politicians care more about being heard than being right. Sit with that for a minute. Politicians care more about being heard than being right or being on the right side of history. Not right or left, but on the correct side of history. What that means is, in order to be heard, they have to be loud. Not all, but it feels like most politicians care about making noise so that they can get social media and mainstream media attention, because the showbizification of it all has gotten us to this point where that's what they need in order to continue with a career in politics. And I understand both sides and I disagree with both sides, okay? This is why I hate both. I don't hate. This is why I get so frustrated with both sides. Like, Charlie Kirk, in my opinion, oh, thank you, Rebecca. Charlie Kirk, in my opinion, okay, said a lot of not just things that I disagree with, but a lot of toxic, harmful, hurtful things. His opinions about Black Americans, his opinions about gay Americans, not even trans people, like gay people. Look up the clips. I don't even want to repeat what he said. I'm afraid. Like, it also sucks that, like, on every platform, I'm afraid of censorship with good reason. Even though they don't love me on the tickety-tockety, I've got an account there. The video that I posted about Charlie Kirk on my YouTube yesterday, I also posted it on my tickety-tockety, and it got taken down because of community guidelines violations. If any of you watched my video on Charlie Kirk yesterday, you'll remember I didn't say anything that broke any rules, that was inflammatory, incendiary, that was disrespectful, that was gross, that was rude. But even, and that says a lot about the people that reported me 22. People went out of their way to be so triggered by my opinion that instead of like just leaving a comment disagreeing, they went to the extra step of reporting my freaking video. Charlie Kirk would not approve of that. Charlie Kirk was all about debate, right? Prove me wrong. Open dialogue. I am that way too. I'm a naturally curious person, and I want to understand people better. I want to build bridges, not walls. And I think both sides are pretty gross. For example, and this is where I got sidetracked. I'm not going to repeat some of the most toxic and inflammatory things that Charlie Kirk said because I'm afraid this video will get taken down. But he had some wild thoughts on race, wild thoughts on the R word, RAPE, wild thoughts on, like I mentioned, gay people. You can look them up, do your research. And I understand that a lot of people agreed with him on many things. And just because he died tragically, and I condemn the violence, I condemn all of that, he was not a saint, okay? He was not a saint. He was not some... I'll just frame it that way. He was not a saint. And on the flip side, seeing people on the left yesterday, hours after this man died, coming through with receipts. Oh, he was so awful, blah, blah, blah. Like, the guy's body's not even cold yet. Like, what's interesting is, one of my biggest, and this is why I've checked myself and why I've evolved with my thinking. One of the problems that I used to have, I used to be guilty of this back when I was more left, less center, when I was younger, when I was more intolerant. I had, like Charlie Kirk had on his side, I used to think my way is the right way. And now that I've gotten older and I'm close to 50, the idea that any one person knows the right way to live or a better way to live, to me, that's dumb. The thought of me trying to imprint my values on somebody else, like Charlie Kirk did. Charlie Kirk, literally, that was part of his big spiel. He was a big Christian. He wanted a Christian nation. That's another thing that was very controversial. This country was founded on the separation of church and state. Charlie Kirk did not believe that. Charlie Kirk wanted to make the United States a Christian nation. I disagree with that. I disagree with anybody wanting to imprint and force their belief system on anybody else. And actually, that's a great point also, that's a great point. We don't know the belief system of the suspected shooter. For all it could be, it might be a conservative person. It could be a Republican, or it could just be or it could be, an anarchist, somebody who just wanted to create trouble, As of now, the suspected shooter has not been caught, and we don't know anything about this guy other than we know it's a man, college age, police say, and there was a rifle that was discovered today that authorities say was the suspected weapon used, conveniently left not too far from the crime scene. That doesn't seem like a mistake to me, right? Does anybody else think that? Like this shooter left that weapon behind on purpose. I was born in 78, Mary. March 23rd, 1978. What do you mean a frame job, R. Raiden? Frame in what sense? Like, there's pretty clear video of the suspected shooter, and we haven't even seen it all. The FBI has released just a couple of still images, but there's a lot more information that has not been made public yet. Last I checked, they had actually canceled a press hearing, a press conference that was supposed to happen because they were getting in so much breaking news and so much information. So I'm sure we'll get some updates later today and or tomorrow. I don't know, Jamie. Some shooters, some mass shooters, there have been experts that have studied and analyzed schmurderers. And yes, some suffer from mental health issues, but then others are very smart and just evil. Like, I think evil people exist. Evil smart people and evil dumb people. Like, not everything is a mental health issue, I think. Some people might just have like a morbid curiosity, like, ooh, I want to see what schmurdering somebody is like. Or I want to be famous. If I do this horrific act, I'll be talked about for decades or possibly centuries to come. Thank you, Rebecca. I was not feeling the hair today, but it's settled down a bit. I'm into it now. I'm glad I didn't change it. And it makes me so sad to see people, so many people that I know, whom actually are pretty leftist or centrists as well, creators that I follow and friends of mine saying that they've had people unfollow them on social media because they expressed sadness over the death of Charlie Kirk. You're going to unfollow somebody because they expressed sorrow that a man was assassinated? Get the F out. Like, I don't want those people following me either. I haven't had anybody, I don't think I've noticed any people unfollowing me, but if you unfollowed somebody else for that, unfollow me too. Ew. Ew. Like, you don't have to be, you're not going to be considered somebody on the right just for saying, like, that doesn't say anything about you other than you have a heart. You have a heart. Nobody should be schmurdered for existing, for sharing your beliefs, even if they are controversial and contrary to what I believe in. All right, that was my unscripted rant that turned out to be 18 minutes long about Charlie Kirk and everything that has happened since his awful assassination yesterday. Although also, I wanted to, I have like mental notes. The people more Bob, like it's not a competition, but also that politician in Minnesota was assassinated, and so was her husband. Two people were killed, and Donald Trump couldn't even be bothered to call the governor of Minnesota or attend that funeral or release a video. Donald Trump released a video after Charlie Kirk's death. He did not release a video after that Minnesota politician and her husband were offed. And, ew, sorry, what her name? Melissa something or another? Minnesota, Melissa, let me look it up. Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark. And there was also an attempt on two others as well. And then, like, I don't want to give Donald Trump so much power, but you have to be, you don't have to do anything. I am unafraid to speak it like I see it, to tell you what I really think. And in that message, after Charlie blaming the left, that's part of the problem. That's not making things better. That's making things worse. Most of the people on the left, especially politicians, have for the last 20 or so years have been actively trying to change gun laws in this country to hopefully help prevent gun violence. Donald Trump is being Donald Trump, though. That's why I'm not that bothered by it. He never really ran on an attempt to try to unify America. That's never been his MO. He really doesn't believe in building bridges, which I think a good president should be doing, but not him. No, that was a real video, R-rating. Anyways, let's keep it moving. I'm going to call it now. This next thing is going to suck. I'm going to tell you why. So, when did that come out? Like a year or two ago, Netflix released this documentary about David Beckham called Beckham. Does anybody remember that? Or was it about David and Victoria Beckham? I think it was. No, it was not AI. I'm telling you, that Trump video was real. Anyways, I think it was about both of them. Yeah, Don. It was about both of them. And there was that really funny moment that went viral where they were talking about how Victoria grew up and then David came in and said, "Be honest. Be honest. What car did you go to school in? Be honest." A Rolls Royce. She was trying to give the impression, Victoria Beckham, that she grew up poor. She did not grow up poor. She's posh. Posh Spice. Anyways, Netflix just announced that they are coming out with a new documentary called Victoria Beckham. A documentary series. I guess it's just like another way of saying reality TV show. I just don't like the framing of it because documentary series gives the impression that you're going to be real. And this is why I think this is suck. As many of us know, Victoria Beckham and her son Brooklyn are currently estranged. relationship is very strained. It has been quite well documented on my website, perezhilton.com, which you should be reading every single day, that Victoria Beckham does not talk about her estrangement with her son in this new documentary series. But they already filmed it, and it comes out on Netflix October 9th. It's called Victoria Beckham. Hey, I might be wrong. If they want big numbers, if they want a lot of people watching this and a lot of headlines, she'll talk about her son drama. I think she will. Speaking of Netflix, a lot of you all watch Wednesday and enjoy that show. The second season launched, and one of the stars of Netflix's Wednesday just publicly confirmed that they are getting a spin-off. Any guesses who? But not if you know. If you know, don't say it yet. Any guesses? Whom would you like to see get a spin-off on Wednesday? None. Okay, I'll just tell you. Fred Armisen said that Uncle Fester is getting his own spin-off on Netflix. Pretty cool. I would watch that. In more TV news, God, remember back decades, like 20 years ago or more even, crazy how quickly the time flies. Desperate Housewives was such a popular show. Well, one of the new trends is to have those rewatch podcasts, stars of the show, talking about the show and spilling tea about the show and all of that. Well, Terry Hatcher has just launched her own rewatch podcast called Desperately Devoted. And she will be rewatching Desperate Housewives. And this is a cute, fun little gimmick. What the co-star that is going to be the co-star of her podcast is Andrea Bowen. Andrea Bowen played her daughter, Terry Hatcher's daughter, on Desperate Housewives, and her real daughter, Emerson Tenney, is also going to be one of the co-hosts of the Desperately Devoted Desperate Housewives Rewatch podcast. They're telling the truth, if they're being honest. Terry Hatcher's daughter has never watched Desperate Housewives before. So she'll be watching it all for the first time with her mom, who's doing the rewatch, and then Andrea Bowen, who played her mother's daughter on Desperate Housewives. Could be fun. They need all of the ladies, but there was so much drama on that show. Like, are they going to be real honest? Those women hated each other. Oh my God, all the memories just came flashing back. Oh my God. There was an infamous, I think it was Vanity Fair. There was an infamous Vanity Fair article that's like iconic. Oh my God. Does anybody remember this? And they were all fighting about like placement, who gets to be in the middle of the photo and this. And they were fighting over wardrobe and who got the good clothes and like so much diva behavior. I need the behind the scenes drama, not just talking about Desperate Housewives. You better bring it, Terry Hatcher. That's all I'm saying. Y'all, I'm feeling it today. This is a good show. This is a good show. I'm so thankful that you are watching right now, live or on the replay. Thank you. All right, let's keep it moving. I got some scandal to get to, but before that, let's do a little bit more politics. I'm only going to read the headline. And I'm more curious what you all have to think. I'll share my brief opinion, but I'm not going to get too into it. Jerry Seinfeld compares the Free Palestine movement to the Ku Klux Klan. Actually, let me read to you what he said. You can't make this up. Jerry Seinfeld this is crazy. He says, just say you don't like Jews. By saying Palestine, you're not admitting what you really think. So it's actually, compared to the Ku Klux Klan, I'm actually thinking that the Klan is actually a little bit better here because they can come right out and say, we don't like blacks, we don't like Jews. Okay, that's honest. I think you're misrepresenting things. I think people who say free Palestine, this is my opinion, saying free Palestine does not mean I hate Jewish people. It says I don't approve of the actions of the Israeli government. Many Jewish people here in the US and in Israel also don't approve of the actions of the Israeli government. Free Palestine is a denouncement of what they see as the awful behavior of Netanyahu and the Israeli government. But just like Donald Trump is not America, he doesn't even try to represent all Americans. Not represent all of the people of Israel and all the Jewish people outside. So this is one of the dumbest takes I've heard, Jerry Seinfeld. You're not making things better. You're making things worse. If you're not going to make things better, maybe don't say anything at all. Or if you're not going to make things better, fine. But don't make things worse. You don't have to make things better. You're not a politician. I'm not a politician. I don't have answers. That's why I'm not a politician. If I had the answers, I would probably run for office. I don't have the answers. But at least now that I'm older, wiser, I'm trying not to make things worse. Jerry Seinfeld's way older than me. Shame on you. Shame on comparing the Free Palestine movement to the KKK and saying the KKK is better? Oh, gross. Shut your pie hole. Okay, palate cleanse. Let's keep it moving. Got that out of the way. You see, you get variety on this show, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about everything. And if you can, please consider becoming a member of my channel. I would love to chat live with you during the live stream. I'm so thirsty today. And I would also invite you all to check out my new merch. Grab your friends, wear your florals. Yep, I did that. Check it out at buypopstuff.com. Glad you're a member also, Susan. I had a brain hiccup. Buypopstuff.com or get a personalized video from me at cameo.com/Perez Hilton or become a member here. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, I'll do that story first, then this one. Oh my God. You might have heard the news that broke today. After many years of dating and several years of being engaged, actress Nina Dobrev and former Olympian Shaun White, remember him? He did both the Winter and Summer Games in snowboarding and I believe skateboarding too. Oh, me. Bless you, me. Shaun White and Nina Dobrev have ended their engagement and broken up less than a week after they went on vacation together to Greece, and she posted pictures of them on vacation in Greece. And y'all, oh my freaking God, I went on Nina Dobrev's IG account, and on that post of hers from Greece sharing pictures of that trip that she went on with her now former fiance and ex-boyfriend, Shaun White, somebody left a comment about 5 days ago. You're so kind, Susan. Somebody left the following comment. Kelsey wrote, just by the way, telling this to Nina Dobrev, didn't even, but actually this is better to do it publicly because not all celebrities check their DMs. She publicly commented under this photo or this carousel of pictures saying, by the way, I saw your fiance in Austin, Texas last week at a bar. His friend came up and threatened me to put my phone away and not take pictures of him and these two girls he was with. I did not have my phone out or even realize who he was at this point. Shaun White seems like this split might be very messy. In happier couples news, though, there was a rumor going around that Ariana Grande and her boyfriend, Ethan Slater, had called it quits. Is this like a Disney doll? Is this Rapunzel? I don't know. My daughter left this here. Who is this? I think so. She's got a crown. Is this Rapunzel? Who is this? She's got long hair. Longish hair. Or Tangled? Is this the Tangled girl? What's her name? Rapunzel? Is it Rapunzel? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, Susan says it's Rapunzel. Rapunzel. We can just think this is Ariana Grande. That's why I grabbed her. There was a rumor going around social media that Ariana and Ethan broke up, but he silently put the kibosh on that by congratulating his girlfriend on her VMAs win, both on social media and at a red carpet event a day or two ago. So, congrats, Terry. I'm gonna have to wash my hands now. I'm only kidding. So Ethan and the woman that he left his wife for are still very much together. All right, I think that's everything. There was another Charlie Kirk story. Maybe I'll briefly mention it. This writer, her name is, what's her name? Gretchen Felker Martin. Gretchen Felker Martin. She was a comic book writer for DC Comics and was just fired for the comments that she made about Charlie Kirk's passing. This woman said, I can't even say it. I'm worried about censorship and or this video getting flagged. Basically, this woman said one of the most disgusting things I've seen somebody say about Charlie Kirk's death. So DC fired her. I don't know how I feel about that. While what this woman said is deplorable, I don't like the quick to fire thing. I feel like people should be put on probation or timeout, like reprimand them, but not necessarily. I don't know if I think firing somebody who messed up should be the first course of action. That's a good place to end. Do you disagree with me? Like, put this person on a 6-month timeout, no pay for 6 months. That's a lesson learned well. Or 12 months even. I don't know if it's real serious. 6 to 12 months, This is pretty serious. I'd say, 12 months. Put them on pause. Don't fire them. Don't pay them. And then after that 12-month timeout, go back to work. But quick to firing, I'm not a fan of that. People make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I would even think Charlie Kirk might have agreed with me on that. Charlie Kirk probably did not believe in cancellation. And in a way, this woman got canceled because of what she said about him. Something to chew on. All right, my friend, any questions? Any questions in the chitty chat? That's the end of everything that I had planned for today. Oh, I said I was going to end with good news. A very positive update in the Blake Lively and Perez Hilton saga should be coming soon. That's all that I can say. And I'm only telling you because you're my most loyal and epic fram who watches daily and watches until the end. So hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, maybe even as early as tomorrow, you'll hear a positive update. Did anybody send me snacks? Not yet, R. Rayton. I saw that, Mary, the MSNBC person that got fired. Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate you. Definitely good news, Julie. Definitely. Thank you, Anna Marie. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? I got to work on more tongue twisters. I did that yesterday. I took my son to an event and I was so stressed. I did not want to go, but I'm glad that I didn't flake. And, my son's a little bit on the shy side. So I told him, I know that you're comfortable with me. I'm your dad, but I want you to speak with distinction to even me, kind of like I am now. I want you to speak deliberately and don't swallow your words, because being able to effectively communicate is one of the most important skills that you're going to need to develop in life. So I told him, we've got to look up some tongue twisters for you to do, and you need to practice them every day in English and in Spanish so that you are understood. So anyways, but I'm good. I'm good. Today's a good day. I'm tired as all hell, but thank you, Mary. Any other parting shots, questions, comments, concerns, observations, advice, jokes, whatever? Starting to wrap it up, but I'm here for you. Whew. Thank you, me. What Maria said, thank you, gracias. SB, oh, thank you. Thank you, SB. I try. Thank you, Mary. Advice for dealing with this whole crazy thing. The world is crazy, sad. Keep busy. I'm so busy that, like, I don't have an option to be stagnant. I'm perpetually overwhelmed, but if I have a breakdown, if I give up, like, that would overwhelm me even more. Does that make sense? Like, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so taxed that basically I'm in a hamster. A lot of us are in these hamster wheels, and I just have to keep spinning or else I'll die. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best advice or answer, but just keep busy, I would say. Thank you, Anna Marie. Keep busy, Susan. Keep busy. Go for a walk, plan a little weekend getaway, take an art class. I don't know. Whatever you want to do to keep you busy. Like, I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Don, I heard you. I feel you. Have I heard about Brittany? No, what? Other than, like, she's alleged that she's dating, but who knows? I don't necessarily believe everything that she says. Bye, Susan. All right, I should go also. Thank you all for watching. I love you. Have a wonderful day, night. I'll see you tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. Have a good night.